Well, good morning. Good morning. DW Pastor Barry here. Take me to Arkansas? Nah, I'm already there. I said that the last time I wore the shirt in a video. We're going to go to the book of Joshua, the first chapter today. We're in the Daily Wisdom for Men Devotional. Here on January the 18th. You will probably be seeing these videos. If you're going to be watching Facebook, you're going to be on a different account that I have. Some of you are on there, some of you are not. My other Facebook account, my main one, is deactivated for a season. I'm going to need a break for a while, just from things on there. Let's see. The 7th verse of Joshua chapter 1 is what we're going to look at. I'm excited for today. In the videos to come, I'll explain more detail. But anyway, this is Super Bowl Sunday. Not that anybody cares. I don't care. I don't watch Super Bowl. We do watch the halftime shows to see what the elites are putting out there, though. You know, whatever secret little, I wouldn't say missions, so to speak, although there are agendas, little messages, secret messages they put out during their halftime shows. We like to look for that. We looked at it last year as well. So anyway, we're going to go to church, and then we're going to relax for the day. Not sure, we might have some company over. Enjoy some fellowship with God's people. This is called Be Courageous and Obedient. Joshua 1:7 says, "Only be strong and very courageous. Be careful to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded you. Do not turn from it to the right or to the left, so that you may have success wherever you go." All right, let's start at the first verse in Joshua chapter 1. The Lord commissions Joshua. This is the modern English version of the Bible right there, the MEV. It's faded on there, see, MEV. All right. Now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, the assistant of Moses. "Moses, my servant, is dead. So now get up and cross over the Jordan, you and all this people, to the land that I am giving to the children of Israel. I have given you every place that the sole of your foot shall tread. As I said to Moses, from the wilderness and this Lebanon, as far as the great river, the river Euphrates." So God's giving the boundaries of the original land that he gave to the Israelites. These are the original boundaries. They're not the same today. But that doesn't mean that what's been given away still doesn't belong to the Lord and God's people. The river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites, and to the Mediterranean Sea, toward the setting of the sun, will be your territory. No man will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, I will be with you. I will not abandon you. I will not leave you. Be strong and courageous, for you shall provide the land that I swore to their fathers to give them as an inheritance for this people. Be strong and very courageous in order to act carefully in accordance with all the law that my servant Moses commanded you. Do not turn to the left, or do not turn to the right or to the left, so that you may succeed wherever you go." All right. And again, be courageous and obedient. Good word for us here today. It says, as Israel stood on the edge of the promised land, God spoke the words in today's verse to Joshua. Every place Joshua and the Israelites stepped inside the promised land would be theirs, in verse 3, and no man would be able to stand before Israel because God was with them, verse 5. But his promise was conditional, as many promises of God are. They're conditional. If we follow the conditions, we have them. They were to be strong and courageous, acting according to the law, so that they'd find success. Sadly, Israel didn't always follow this instruction, and it cost them dearly. They started off strong, conquering Jericho, Joshua chapter 6. But they stumbled in Ai after Achan sinned against the Lord, Joshua 7. See, when there's sin in the camp, it causes problems for everybody. Everything starts to fall apart when there's sin at the camp, especially, now Joshua was the leader, he hadn't sinned, but other people in the camp had. But especially when there's sin in leadership, wherever it might be in God's people, it's going to, as the old saying, the turds travel downhill. I'm saying that politely, but it's a true saying. When there's trouble at the top, it runs downhill. It's a good lesson for today. But they stumbled in Ai after Achan sinned against the Lord, Joshua 7, and it cost 36 men their lives, Joshua 7:5. They went on to have several more victories and then divided the land among the tribes. After the death of Joshua, the next generation didn't know God and began to serve false gods, forsaking the Lord. He then brought judgment on them, Judges 2:11 through 15, and let them suffer numerous defeats. Courage must always be tied to obedience to God. Does this describe your walk with Christ? Have you ever exhibited courage without regard for obedience? This is what I like to tell people. The Bible has nothing good to say about cowardice. God's people need to be bold. We need to be obedient. We need not fear our enemy. Just be careful when the enemy creeps in the guise of trying to be God's voice when it's really not. Sometimes it's just the flesh, and sometimes it's the enemy spirit speaking through people, trying to make them sound like they're from God. That's what false prophets do, especially. God's people need to know the Word of God, and we need to have discernment to know what message comes from God and what comes from the enemy or just the flesh. Good advice. Hope you guys have a wonderful Sunday. God bless you. I'll see you in the next Daily Wisdom for Men devotional from 2018.